So, as you know, with a Python script, right, in order to execute it, you have to specify the Python binary first, because Python files are just text, right? They're not executable on their own. They're passed as an argument to the Python executable, and then it runs, right? So normally how you would run a Python script is something like this, right? So I run Linux, and with the Debian package, it doesn't automatically update itself. I have to actually use a D package every time, right? DPKG. So I wrote a script, see, and it runs, right? But I had to specify Python, right? Now, sometimes with a bash script, you can just do this, right? And you don't even need a extension, right? Or you could do and then it would run. So you could do the same thing with Python actually on Linux, and you don't even need to have it be a .py. And the way you do that is with the shebang, right? So as you're probably familiar with on regular bash scripts, you put the shebang here at the top of the script, and what this does is it tells the command interpreter, well, it tells, it explains which command interpreter to use for this, right? So if you replace this with Python, actually, instead of bash, then it will use Python as the interpreter. So we can do that. So let me go ahead and modify my Python script, and I'll show you how. First, I'll take away the need to use the Python binary in my command syntax, and then I'll show you how I don't even need to have the .py on there either. I could simply just type update Discord, and it would go. So let's start. I will show you how to do that. Ooh, that's weird. I wrote update Python, update Discord. Okay, cool. So what you do then, like I said, just put the shebang here. So in this case, you would have, this would be the shebang. It's a little bit different from the one for bash shell script. Instead of bin bash, it's going to be universal system resources bin env python 3, right? Cool. So now what will happen is I won't have to type Python as the first part, right? Now, oh, one last thing I forgot actually. Your script also needs to be executable, right? So there we go. So now, when I just write update discord.py, it will run. I did not have to give it the Python executable as the executable, which is expected as the first parameter or the first token in your command for bash. It's cool. So now let's remove the .py part, right? And that's easy. You just remove it, right? So I'll go ahead and move update discord.py to update discord just as that, right? Now when I do update discord, wow, it runs. And it ran just like it's a regular bash shell script. So yeah, just consider using that to save some time. After a while of typing Python and then the .py, a whole lot of times, it will add up. It also just, I don't know, I saw a video where some guy was talking about how it's an executable file. It's not a binary, but it's an executable in the context of your shell. So you should just use you should treat it like a binary. You shouldn't give it an extension. On Linux, binaries or executables don't have an extension. It's just the name of the program, right? And since in the context of when you're working on your shell, that script is executable because it's at least it's native instructions to the shell, it makes sense to treat it similarly. That was his argument. Now, I don't know exactly about that. I feel as though maybe it should have .sh, but to save yourself some time, this is definitely a whole lot of time saved, right? This is kind of silly, but let's go ahead and look at the amount of extra characters you type. You type in Python, and you would have to press an extra space, and then you would have to type the .sh, right? So you save yourself 10 characters, or I mean, I guess that would have been .py, but still the same length. So you save yourself 10 characters of typing, right? And I'm not sure how often you'll be using these scripts or whatever, but over time that is a fair amount, right? 120 characters not saved after 120 characters saved after 12 executions, right? I mean, that's not nothing. But yeah, just in case this was something that you were interested in, yeah, you could do that. So I hope you liked this video. I hope it was easy to understand. I hope it was useful, straight to the point. And yeah, drop a like if you liked it, share with other people if you think that they would benefit from this as well, and even subscribe maybe if you want. But that's it for me. Thank you for watching.